Hey y'all, so let's pick up talking about this woman at the well and looking at her encounter with Jesus. Remember, we're looking at I am fearless, and let's see how the fear that we've talked about from Second Timothy 1:7, how we can find that in this passage and how it's overcome. So this is John 4, chapter 15. So Jesus has just said, "If you only knew, you would ask me for a drink of water." And she says, "The woman said to him, 'Sir, give me this water, that I may never get thirsty, nor have to come continually all the way here to draw.'" That's important. At this, Jesus said to her, "Go call your husband and come back here." The woman answered, "I have no husband." Jesus said to her, "You have spoken truly in saying, 'I have no husband,' for you have had 5 husbands, and the man that you are now living with is not your husband. In this you have spoken truly." The woman said to him, "Sir, I see and understand that you are a prophet. Our forefathers worshipped on this mountain, but you Jews say that Jerusalem is the place where it is necessary and proper to worship." Jesus said to her, "Woman, believe me, a time is coming when you will worship the Father, neither merely in this mountain or in Jerusalem. You Samaritans do not know what you are worshiping. You worship what you do not understand. We do know what we are worshiping. We worship what we have knowledge of and understand, for all salvation comes from among the Jews. But a time will come, however, indeed, and it is already here, when the true, genuine worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. The Father is seeking such people as these as worshipers. God is a spirit, a spiritual being, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and in truth." The woman said to him, "I know that Messiah is coming, he who is called the Christ, the Anointed One. And when he arrives, he will tell us everything we need to know and make it clear." Jesus said to her, "I who now speak with you am he." Just then the disciples came, and they were astonished and surprised to find Jesus talking with a woman. However, not one of them asked him, "What are you inquiring about?" or "What do you want?" or "Why do you speak with her?" Then the woman left her water jar and went away to the town, and she began telling the people, "Come see a man who has told me everything that I ever did. Can this be? Is this not the Christ? Must not this be the Messiah, the Anointed One?" So the people left the town and set out to go see him. There's so much in this. So we have this Samaritan who purposefully waited to come to the well to draw water at the hottest part of the day. Why the hottest part of the day? Because nobody else would be there. There would be very few people that she would be forced to interact with. She was considered an outcast, not worthy. She was lesser than. People did not value her, nor did she value herself, right? She lived a life that was, less than God would intend for a person. She had had 5 husbands. Side note, just mental thought, how exhausting would 5 husbands be? I mean, I have 4 boys as children. I cannot imagine having had 5 husbands. And she's not married now. She's living with a man who is not her husband. And so even in that portion, she's giving part of herself away, her value, her worth away without that covenant commitment. And so Jesus, I love how he just gets straight to the heart of it. So they have the conversation, and he says, "Well, you should be asking me for living water, because you'd never thirst again." And she thinks, "I'll never have to come to this well again. Where is this living water? Where can I find it? Can I have some of that living water?" And Jesus' next statement to her cuts right to the heart of it, right to the heart of the matter. And he said, "Go call your husband and come back here." See, it wasn't about the water. It wasn't about her having to come to the well or it being, a chore other than to avoid people and to avoid the stares and to avoid the looks. But when Jesus finished his encounter with this woman, she wasn't hiding from anybody. It says the woman left her water jar, which is the whole reason she went to the well. And she began telling the people, "Come see a man who's told me everything I ever did." There's no more shame, no more embarrassment, no more hiding, no more cringing, no more shame, no more feeling of worthlessness. And she's not fawning, trying to seek anybody's approval because she already has the approval of the Messiah. She has already been called valuable by the Messiah. This is so good. And we'll tie this one up next week and we'll dig into another one. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.